Hello. I've always wanted to cut a pineapple and show it in real time about how you can take the pineapple, something that is amazingly tasty and very good for you. It's rich in potassium, thiamine, and many enzymes like bromelain, and it is so easy to grow. So I want to show you how easy this is to just have fresh pineapple. So we take the pineapple, cut the top off, basically you take the top, tear off the sides like that, so you have these two pieces, and you set it aside. And to keep your work area clean, you kind of clean up as you go. Cut the bottom off. It doesn't have to be every bit of it, but basically the bottom part like that. And again, set it aside. And then you can cut your skin off like this. This is how I do it. If you have a actual pineapple coring device or machine, that's fine. I don't have such a thing. It'd be nice to have. You'd probably lose a whole lot less. And so some of these pieces you may not want to eat. I eat them. I don't mind too many of them. But some of them kind of put a bad taste in your mouth, or have a aftertaste that hurts your. I don't know if it's the acid or what it is in the pineapple, but seems to affect your taste buds or whatever. So that's what I have. So I want to clean this off real quick. And let me for getting out of the picture, but so I take this aside. Now remember, I'm leaving this part there. I'm just kind of cleaning up a little bit because we have the flesh part, or the good part, the part that you want to eat, on a cleaner surface. Wash my hand here. Alright, obviously I've already washed my hands. Make sure you have a good sharp knife. And what I do is I just take pineapple and I cut it in half. Obviously being very careful. And I cut it in half again. And this is how I core it. And I keep cutting it in half until all I have is the core. And then all I have to do is cut that core out. I don't get too wild because there's nothing wrong with eating the core. It's actually supposed to be very good for you, but I don't much care for it. My son really likes it, but it's not bad for you, and it actually does have some flavor to it, but not much that I like. So I do this to all the pieces. Cut it in half again. You don't want to flip it off the edge. Cut it in half again. And then when I get down to about that size, I just take and recore it again. And that basically decores it for you. And then you can do this to the rest of them, but I won't do it here. Take this little piece that still has some bad part on it, you cut it off. But that is wonderful, succulent pineapple. Now, you say, what do you want to do with this? I want to grow more pineapples. And it's easy to grow a pineapple. And I'll show you how to do it. Notice in the background is my wife's pulling it out. I have what's called The Pineapple Story. Wonderful, wonderful book. And it's about a man that wanted to grow pineapples and planted these pineapples, and he actually was a missionary and found out that the pineapples really weren't his. So anyway, I'm not going there. I'm just wanting to show you this. Now, what I did is I brought in some of the ones that I had already cut, maybe even a month or so ago, even probably before that. And I probably left them a little bit too long, and I think they were outside, and I think they got too cold. What you do is, when you finish cutting it off, you put it in a little bowl with water in it and just let it sit. I know all of you have done this with avocado seeds and things like that. So it's the same type of idea. Put it in a little bowl and let it sit for quite a while. And what you want to do is, you're going to end up taking these leaves, these leaves on the end here, and you want to peel them back. So you continue to peel those leaves back like this until you start seeing the roots. Yeah, my wife's shouting out here in the background, change the water every few days. She's the producer of this tape. All right, so what you get is, you'll see eventually roots. I don't know if I can, I don't know what the best focus of this is. You'll see the roots. And you'll continue to put this back in there in the water. And I had this in here. I wanted to show you. Like I say, these are not good. This was one that I had, and I took it all out to show you the roots that was on it. Those are actually the roots are on it. I wish it hadn't gotten too cold, and basically I let it get way too cold and I let it go too long. So on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in water, and I'm just going to let it go for several weeks until I get the roots, and then I'll prune it back. And then I'll show you what I have out here. Okay, now we're out here in my sunroom, and I'm showing you the potted ones that I have. These are, probably over a year and a half old. One or two of them. The other one, this smaller one here, is probably not, but maybe 6 months old. And then, let's see, this one here. And then this is probably, if I can get pictures of this right, 8 or 9 months. So actually what you do is, what I didn't tell you is, once the plant gets those roots on it, and you continue to pull off the leaves of it, and you see the roots coming, you want to take that part of that cut plant and then pot it in some good soil, and you end up with stuff like this. So what a wonderful way to stay healthy and grow a wonderful pineapple.